Thank you. I rise to speak to the issue of the three people.
Ladies recognized to debate the bill.
Yes, I'm concerned about the unintended consequences of this, and please be sure, I do respect the intent to protect private property and the safety of community members and law enforcement. I'm the daughter of law enforcement. My father served for 38 years and lived to be 98, so I have a lot of respect for law enforcement and for the safety. But I'm concerned about even though the current law does say 3 people, the penalties, what this would do is increase the penalties for just 3 people gathering and possibly being arrested just based on suspicion. And if that suspicion is wrong, then people are held in detention for a time that could cost them their job, their income, trauma for those that are arrested, as well as their lives, their family lives being disrupted. And I remember, from history, reading history of the black codes, and even then that was 5 people. 5 black people could not gather, no more than 5 people could gather without their fear of being something happening, something going wrong. And now we've got just 3 people in this instance, and wanting to impose greater penalties if you happen to be caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I take issue with, myself wanting, standing on the sidewalk with 2 other people and being suspected of, intent to riot or being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I hear what my colleague is saying about going the other direction, but sometimes that is not possible. I can remember the riots of 1964 in Rochester, and my father was there. He was arrested, even though he was law enforcement, because they didn't know who he was. And the state troopers didn't have the presence of mind to ask, "What are you doing here?" He was in plain clothes. Of course, they had to let him go. They were embarrassed. But sometimes you're just in that situation, and if you get arrested, just 3 people standing together. So I do take issue with that, but again, I do respect, where you're trying to go with this to protect private property and all. But I do want to protect also our constitutional right to assemble and to peacefully protest. Thank you.